Well, hello everyone and welcome to the preliminary video for the new series of Software Inc. Yes, I'm a little bit behind on actually getting this series out. There are a large number of mods that were provided for this playthrough here, and I am super excited about it. We're actually going to go through these mods in a little bit of detail here. That way we're going to do this as a pre-video. That way if you want to see the mods, which ones we're doing, you'll have this video here. Then when we actually get into the gameplay, it'll just be maybe 2-3 minutes at the very beginning. We'll spin through the mods pretty quick. I will reference this video here for the additional detail that you might want to see around the mod itself. So without further ado, thank you Jay for providing this challenge, this new scenario for us to do. We kind of brought the past two series that were out there. We had a very simple modded series. It was literally one mod of some additional software, and it kind of seemed maybe a little buggy because it was always around 4 million every single day of the month. Sometimes it spiked a little higher, sometimes went a little bit lower, but it was always right there. It never fluctuated. Then again, we put an optical mouse out in that series back in 86 if I remember right, or 87. So yeah, it was super futuristic, so a little bit outside of the normal, but there's a lot to do with this one here, so I'm very excited about that. This might even be, I want to know kind of your feedback on this as well. There might even be a little bit of a mix of maybe some build sessions as we go to build the rooms, the buildings, things like that. I was tempted to maybe do some live streaming with the actual build side of it, get your feedback. How do you want the building to look, design, things like that. But we'll kind of see how things go and progress, plus with my time schedule here as well with my full-time job and family and everything. But without further ado, let's jump into this walkthrough of the mods and we will get rocking and rolling. So thank you again so much for everyone who's contributed to the past series of Software Inc. I am very appreciative of that. Let's jump in here. Here we go. So there are a lot of different mods. There will be an entire list of all the links, as you can see up here from the shared files in the community, of where these are at. I'll make sure that's always in the description of that mod video. Again, reference back for all the subsequent videos. So right here, some new hardware. There looks like there's a ton of new things to be added in here. So let's see, there's everything from motherboards, processors, graphics cards, storage, computers, tons and tons of new additions. Error protection, 5-inch platters, that's hard drive stuff there. This is going to be so cool. So many different ways to do it. And if I remember reading into these right, they do have a good breakdown, unlocked in 1992. So we should see these progress as time goes on very nicely. So I'm really hoping that goes well there. So that's this one here. Let's see, MultiMonitor Setup. This looks, I mean, granted, I want to say I think there's some comments in here about it possibly boosting the performance of the person itself, but you know, I mean, shoot, I'd love to see some crazy setup in here. I mean, this screenshot here just looks amazing. Don't get me wrong, 6 screens would just be wild to deal with. I mean, I have 3 personally at my full-time job, and I use 2 here when I record, so that would just be wild to deal with. So anyway, very much, I think that'll be a lot of fun and just give a nice little different look to things, and I think that'll be pretty cool. Here we go, simple tables. This is one of those, I like simple, elegant mods. This looks really good because you always have just a square table, or you have the little rounded corner. There wasn't a whole lot of variations you could do. Like, could you put a coffee pot right in this little corner here, make a little nook for it? Like, that one's a small little side table. That looks like a lot of fun. So we can make really good executive office spaces for our CEO, things like that. I mean, there's so many cool things we can do for all the leaders on the team. They could have a really nice decked out office that's got some nice design to it, and that's the kind of thing that where those kind of build elements I'd love for, especially for like Latin Warrior and for George, and for if Jay wants a team of his own as well. I mean, I'd be happy to, if we can get teams in there for people, and then maybe let you guys give the feedback during those possible live streams, kind of see how that plays out. But let you design your own areas, your own space, and see how we can kind of collaborate with that and see a nice blend of everyone's different ideas in this building. So I definitely want to make this very much more of a community playthrough that we do, and see what we can do as well there. So nice little addition. I do like just that just nice simple architecture. So kitchen equipment, like this looks cool. I've always hated the fact that the kitchen had literally a stove and a refrigerator and that was it. They won't even sit down in the chairs that you put in there. So it'd be nice if there was a spot for the cooks to go when they don't need to cook, or if everything is all full for the platters and things like that. So this would be nice just to give them a little more variety in the kitchen area. We'll make some really nice kitchen spaces. So software expansion, this looks really cool as well. So a lot of really nice overclocking, advanced front ends. So you can see the tier of how things are breaking out. Video editor, streaming software. I wonder if OBS is in there. That's what I use for my actual recording and for streaming too. So very nice software. Let's see. Yep, so updated for Alpha 9 and 10. Yeah, look at that. Cloud software, communication software, modding tools. I mean, that's really cool. Music libraries, overclocking, streaming. Oh, I wonder if that'll actually... no. But see, like all these have different dates decked out in there, which that's so cool. It's really going to release things as they really became popular, which is really, really, really nice. So again, I love the way that breaks down. Here we go. Versatile chairs. Another amazing thing to add into this. Just some different varieties. We have like the 3 chairs that are in the vanilla. This is going to be really nice. Some nicer executive chairs. Nice little swivel ones. I mean, that's pretty cool. Even thought about those maybe like in our cafeteria area. Would that be nice? Maybe do a nice little corner bench area. I mean, we could really make some kind of nice eating areas, things like that. Even some meeting rooms. Give some swivel chairs, maybe make an open area for people. And again, open areas don't really work well in this game just because of the design of the rooms, but we'll see what we can do. Let's get creative with it. This one's, I just thought it was neat. I mean, let's do a little bit of signage. Let's put things out there. I love the fact there's texture. You can see reflections, things like that. This looks like it'd just be a nice variety. We'll have to come up with some, we'll actually have to come up with a name for the company, and maybe like a quick little, like, I like this one, XYZ company or something like that. But let me know in the comments. Drop a comment on this if there's a name for the company you want, or if there's a 3-letter, or if there's a 3-letter, 4-letter acronym that we want to use for the company as well. Obviously, for sake of comments, please keep it clean. I do want to make sure everything there is on the up and up, so just give me some suggestions. I'd love to see what our thoughts are for the company, and be sure to upvote if you like a name that someone put on there. Hit that and I'll definitely check through those comments and see what we can come up with for the name. Here we go. Modular shelves, another interesting one. I'm kind of curious to see how we can work with this one. Empty shelves, double shelves, ladder shelves. I think it might just give a nice little variety to the rooms. Again, really deck out the executive office spaces, the leader office spaces. I think that's gonna be really, really nice. So it was stated in the actual list of all these here that they all do work with Alpha 10. I'll explain why I kind of say that now. But there's actually one mod that is noted for 8 and 9, said that it works, but we'll double check it, make sure everything there's on the up and up, and just do a quick check on that one. A restroom set. This was always one of those that there's only ever a toilet. There's no sink. There's no anything else. You just go to the bathroom and you leave. Oh, much as I'd hate to say this, there's so many people who do exactly that. That is just gross. Please wash hands. That's what I tell my kids after everything. Just wash your hands. Keep yourself. Anyway, germs spread quick enough with young kids, so anyway, very cool. I love to add that in. Just make nicer bathrooms instead of just a little 1x1 square that we have in there. So very cool. Cubicle walls. This one looks like we could do some cool things if we want to break out some rooms with the colors. I like that. I mean, look at the design of this office right here. I mean, that is just super cool. Now what I'm hoping is if we can do something similar to this, will this make it, one, the really open design is really nice, but will it actually keep the sound levels down where they need to be and make it really so that everyone is very happy? So we will definitely see there. Ink. This one is some, I think, some more furniture, if I remember reading this right. Actually laptops, sorry. So we'll have to see how this works. There was one comment about one of these, one of them the people don't want to go work at, so we'll have to see if that bug still proves true. It was a little bit ago, if I remember the comment in there right. It was like 8 or 9 months ago, so hopefully that's been corrected. We will have to see how that plays through, if we do need to get rid of it or what we need to do to work around that if there are any bugs. Super nice. I always hated the square reception desk. It was just very bland. This gives nice little architecture, nice design. Jay did a fantastic job really removing any need for the vanilla items of the game, which is what this whole series is going to be about, is using all non-vanilla items. So absolutely, I give you permission now. Call me out if I do use something that's vanilla and there's not a good reason for it. Let me know. We will swap it out. We'll get the right thing in there, make sure everything there is good. So here we go. We've got drink machines. We always had snack machines. We never could give them a drink. So that's kind of cool. I like a nice little thing. Deck out, make a little kind of break room, snack room kind of thing. I think that'll be really, really nice. So this one, I like it. I mean, this is a really large central heating unit. We always have that little one, the little canister machines like this one here, that guy, and I would just stack a room, 10-15 deep, a lot of times in the basement because then no one really goes by. I think they could be loud and it doesn't make anybody mad. Last series I actually had it up on the main floor, so kind of do different designs. I think this will be really nice to have, and we'll see how it does. Here's kind of an idea of what the stats look for it. 1,400 bucks isn't bad. I'm kind of okay with that price there. But I mean, look at that, 1,500 square meters. I mean, super noisy, and the environment, it trashes the environment, which, well, the environment is just the aesthetics of the room. But then again, it's a central heating unit. It's not like you want to decorate it. I mean, shoot, my kids would decorate it in a heartbeat, but anyway, that's beside the point. But here we go. So yeah, that'll be nice. So we'll see how that handles keeping some of those rooms nice and clean and compact and do things that way. And this one here, there is a ton of stuff, and this is the one where I was mentioning earlier about compatibility. This one says for Alpha 8 and 9. I've seen some recent comments down here for, I thought I saw a comment in here. This is November of last year. Someone made a comment about it being available for 10. This is the only one I'm kind of worried about that it may not work. Jay did mention in the previous comment where he provided all these that everything does work for Alpha 10. So I'm going to run with that and just believe that it does. We'll see how things play through. So if something does happen, we might have to make some adjustments, but I'm going to stay on the confident side that everything should be absolutely good to go. So with that, that is the list of all the mods. There was one other, let's see, one other requirement in here as well. I'm going to bring up the rules for this session. Actually, really the rules in general. I mean, here we go. Super simple. 1, no vanilla items as much as humanly possible. So, I mean, if there's something where we just don't have the ability to use something other than the vanilla one, absolutely we're going to use it. It's not like we have modded walls. I mean, like the exterior walls, things like that. So I mean, those things like that, there's gonna be some, there might be some things that get mixed in, but for the most part, desks, chairs, software, bathrooms, furniture, we have mods for all of that, and we're gonna definitely use those and really walk through that as well. So with that, obviously no cheating. I don't ever I've never had a need to go back to a previous save file to start over because something happened and so on and so forth. I will reserve that a little bit if we do have some potential issues with mods. If there's a way to get back to it, take it out, make sure the game is still good to go. We don't have to start all over. But we'll see how that plays through. Typically, I just do an overwrite of the save file. I am an all or nothing person with it, just for the sake of, you know what, if it happens, it happens. I can't go, oh yeah, by the way, I can jump back 2 files and make it like it never happened. That's not what I want to do with the community. I want to make sure that we see how things play out and they play out well. So, or they play out bad. I mean, shoot, I've failed challenges before and it is what it is. So really, that's the main things there. We're going to use all non-vanilla items. We're not going to be cheating. I'm not doing any rollbacks to prevent things from happening unless there's a severe mod issue, and I'll probably announce what's going on with it, get some feedback from the community and say, hey, do we just want to start over and take this one out, or see if there's a way we can actually get it to come out, or even speak with the developers and see if there's an easy fix for whatever the issue might be. So kind of variety of things we can do there, but I want to make sure we get content out quickly and effectively for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know about company names in the comments, if there's initials you want to use. Obviously, for sake of all the normal crazy legal stuff, let's not use those acronyms from companies that exist today. Last thing I want to do is get a nice little knock on the virtual door saying, hey, stop using our acronyms or our name or things like that. So I just want to make sure things stay on the up and up there. But anyway, thank you so much, and we will see you in the start of the series.